this is Lady Boulay, and welcome back to Black American Lineage. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and thank you for going on this journey through our past and present. And on the screen, you see a fair use disclaimer, because now I realize I need to use that on both of my channels because I got into some trouble on my other channel, and I've been going back and forth with YouTube and copyright lawyers trying to resolve it. That is why I'm posting this video today instead of yesterday when I was supposed to. So I will be using the disclaimer from now on. So today we're going to talk about Dr. Gladys West. Dr. Gladys West is renowned for her pioneering work in the development of the Global Positioning System, the GPS. Here's what makes her contributions so significant. She specialized in satellite geodesy, and that is the technology behind the GPS system, using complex mathematical models to understand the Earth's shape with high precision. Her work involved processing data from satellites to refine geodetic models, which are essential for accurate GPS calculations. The models she helped create were later incorporated into the GPS technology we rely on today for navigation, mapping, and location services. She was inducted into the U.S. Air Force Hall of Fame in 2018 for her groundbreaking contributions to the Global Positioning System. She was awarded the Webby Lifetime Achievement Award for her role in shaping satellite geodesy and GPS technology. Her legacy is a testament to the power of mathematics and perseverance, especially as a Black woman in a field historically dominated by men. She was born on October 27, 1930, in Sutherland, Virginia, and graduated as valedictorian from Virginia State University in 1948. Virginia State University is an HBCU. She later earned a master's degree in mathematics and worked at the Naval Surface Warfare Center, the Dahlgren Division, where she was one of the few Black women employed, and she was considered one of the hidden figures, one of those Black women mathematicians that was working behind the scenes that really got this computer programming and the space program off the ground. She was working with those other hidden figures. They just didn't get recognized for their work. But Dr. Gladys West's work earned her induction into the United States Air Force Hall of Fame in 2018 and recognition as one of the 100 women of 2018 by the BBC. So she was an outstanding woman. Now, the only reason that the Air Force gave her credit for this is because in her chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha, which is also my sorority, they had retired sorority members given sort of like an overview of their life. And she had documented the work that she had done on the Global Positioning System. And she put that in the newsletter that the sorority had created. One of the sorority sisters took that to the newspapers, and the newspaper printed what they had submitted. And then it became a big thing in Virginia because the Air Force was not going to give her that recognition, because if you Google the GPS system, who invented or created that system, it's going to give you the name of a white person. But the Air Force recognizes her as the major contributor to that invention. So the military came up with this idea of having a global positioning system. And all that means is that recognizing that everything on the globe, on this planet, has a position. So they came up with the idea, but they didn't have the technology. She had to come up with the technology of it, the satellite geodesy models. She came up with that. They came up with the name. And that's why another person's name might be listed as the inventor of the GPS system. But Dr. Gladys West is the genius who created the technology behind the GPS system. So here's a pretty good summary of Dr. West and her accomplishments.
If you've ever used GPS, you should thank this woman. Dr. Gladys West graduated valedictorian of her high school, which landed her a full-ride scholarship to the incredible HBCU, Virginia State College. She had a difficult time choosing a major because she was so good at everything she tried, but she eventually chose math. And then she chose math again because she decided to get her mathematics master's after she graduated. After finishing her master's, Dr. West was hired as one of only 4 Black employees at the Naval Surface Warfare Center. She was a computer programmer and a project manager for satellite data processing systems. And while she was doing all that and working full-time, she also got a second master's degree. Here's where the GPS stuff starts. Dr. West began to analyze data from satellites and use that to form models of the Earth's shape. And then with the data inputs, Dr. West programmed this computer to give increasingly precise calculations to model the shape of the Earth. And she's brilliant. It obviously worked. She generated an extremely accurate model that required her to develop algorithms to account for variations in tidal, gravitational, and other forces that distort the Earth's shape. These were problems that her teammates couldn't figure out. The model of the Earth that she developed became the basis for the Global Positioning System, GPS. And she spent her entire career at the Naval Surface Warfare Center until she retired. And then she went back to school to get her PhD, which she completed 4 years ago. Dr. West says she trusts her brain above all, which is why, despite the incredible accuracy of GPS, Dr. West still prefers to use a paper map. Oh, and she married one of the other 4 Black employees, and they had 3 beautiful children and 7 grandchildren. Dr. West is one of my biggest heroes.
On Monday, October 27th, 2025, Dr. West will be 95 years old. She's still around. She lived long enough to tell her story, as many of them did. They lived long enough to tell their story, to get the word out, so it won't be so easy for their work to be appropriated or for it to be stolen. So she's still alive. I don't know what her health is like, but she's still here. All right, y'all, let me know what you think about this video and have a good day.